Hello and welcome to the Footium Football Special number 2. We're back for some more Footium here today in the beta, and we are very excited to bring you the latest build and everything that's been going on with the team. I'm Tom, and I'll be your host today. Looking forward to doing this one once again, and I'm joined by some absolutely fantastic people here with me. And we'll start off with some introductions. Jordan, no introduction for him. How you doing, man?
Yes, doing good. I'm the co-founder and lead developer on Footium. So I'm going to be covering the Solent Villa Masham Park game, and then also the Wookett Brins High Talk Albion game. So some big games here today. Some
big games indeed. We're looking forward to seeing this one. We've also got Sam with us down here today. Sam, how you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. I'm Sam. I'm the community manager for Footium. I'm going to be looking at my team playing, which are called Nuka Haxman's Rangers. I've got a bottom of the table clash against Riton, and I'm also going to be looking at the Tooting City game, who are right up there for the league title. And I'll be asking for all the chat's help in picking my team as well.
Exactly. We're going to go through Sam's team ever so soon to pick his team, formations, everything like that. You guys are going to get an input in that, so get ready with that one in the chat. And then finally, the official newest signing to Footium. We've got George down here as well. George, how are things?
Hello. I'm good, thank you. Yeah. Are you sure that pronunciation was right, Sam? I'm not sure it was quite correct, but I'm covering my own team, Swart Rangers, who are playing top of the league, Amber Villa. So see if we can get some kind of result there. And I'll also be covering Ekra Wanderers versus Pat Martington. So excited to see what develops in that game as well. But yeah, I think let's jump straight into Sam's team, really.
I think we should too.
So I'm Nuka Haxman Rangers. As you can see, I'm not doing very well at all, and I'm playing Return, so I really need a win to get away from. So we'll look at Return, see what formation they're playing, and then we can decide what formation is going to be best for me. So let's have a look at their results recently.
Everyone want to start popping some suggestions for the Sam's formation in the chat and see what the consensus is.
8-2 at the start of the season.
But I think they, in fairness, didn't have a keeper for that first game, so always is a bit of a detriment.
Yeah, what a win from the second game, though. Wow.
Bounce back.
There are some big results there, definitely, but you definitely need to get a win here today, otherwise that could be a tricky relegation battle for you.
Yeah, I can't have this embarrassment. So 4-4-2 he played in that one.
Okay. That was a win with a 4-4-2. Okay.
Yeah, Adrian Perry looks like a bit of a danger man, and since then it's just been loss after loss after loss. So most recent game, 5-2-3. Interesting. What formation would you use to target a 5-2-3?
There's all out attack, haven't you?
I think so.
There's a lot of 4-4-2s in the chat for this one as well. A lot of 4-4-2s being suggested. There's a nice 5-5-0, which might actually do quite well for your form right now as well. So we'll see how that one goes potentially.
Yeah. Last two games 5-2-3. So it looks like that is going to be the way that Reton's set up today. Check the last.
See, there's a few 4-3-3s coming through in the chat.
Yeah, so it's been a mix. 4-4-2 seems to get. 5-2-3. Yeah, I'm looking at Tooting. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a 5-2-3. So let's head over to my tactics page and have a look what we can do.
Okay, I like this.
Let's clear it. So this is the formations we've got on offer. Obviously, we're going to be going up against a 5-2-3. So I think George is correct. I think an attacking formation is going to be the one. What is the chat saying?
Well, we've
seen a lot of look at the players as well
from the chat as well. 4-2-3-1s are being in there as well. It depends on how good your players are, of course, as well.
I'm extremely strong in defence. Seth Patterson, absolute baller, defensive midfielder. I've got Noel Norman, new signing. I switched one of my star centre backs with George's team actually for Noel Norman. He's got 2 goals in 3 games, so he's doing all right.
Okay, I like that. So, I mean, potentially, could a 3-4-3 even go quite well if you're quite strong at the back with the centre backs, maybe?
Yeah, 3-4-3 could go well because we've got the DM as well, so you could have him and maybe a more attacking centre mid alongside him, and then we've got the 3 strikers. I think this could be the one.
Have you got 3 strikers to put in there?
Have I got 3 strikers?
I think you can make it work. Yeah.
Let's have a look.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
and it's not his debut, but see how that goes.
First game. Right, so I think we're going for the 3-4-3 if everyone's happy with that.
What we're seeing. We've got 4-2-4 full send from No Phil.
4-2-4, they said.
I mean, 4-2-4 is not too dissimilar to 3-4-3, I suppose.
Yeah, it is similar. And to be honest, I don't think I've got a fullback signed up. I need to get some fullbacks in the transfer market.
Okay.
So I think a free back is going to be the play for me, if we're being honest. I have just seen someone in the chat say Knowles is shocking, but
that's a Knowles hate.
yeah, come on.
Look, watch him score a hat trick now. Watch him score a hat trick.
Right, so I think we'll go for the 3-4-3 and
just start from the back, maybe.
Yeah, let's start from the back.
From the
strength. Goalkeepers. Jerry Hall's played every game. Eli Parks isn't too far behind him in the old rating, but I think it's a no-brainer here.
Hall or Parks, folks.
Hall or Parks.
Give the youngster a run out. Ooh.
Yeah, you never know. I have been leaking goals even with my defence.
I mean, can we look at the player attributes of these guys and see what their ratings are and things like that for the individual stats?
I don't think I can here. I can if I go into my players page. Yeah. So let's have a quick look.
Good feature to add there. That's on the list.
Yeah. Jerry Hall. Here's Jerry Hall. So he's just a leader, really.
He's got great leadership. Maybe that's what you need on the pitch, though.
Yeah, I probably do need it. I can't. Do you remember what the other goalkeeper was called?
Couldn't tell you. I think it might be from the academy.
People are saying I need a strong centre mid to pull this one off. So we'll look at centre mids in a minute.
So he's just a leader, I guess.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Literally
well, it's what you need on the pitch from a goalkeeper. Every good goalkeeper that's been a captain has been a good leader, probably.
He's also a leader. He's just a worse leader.
Oh, we got to go.
Oh, well, there we go then.
Yeah,
We're settled, aren't we? We're settled.
100%. Right, let's clear that. Let's go for the 3-4-3. So that's sorted. We're going to get Jerry Hall in. I think we'll put him captain. I think he's going to be captain today.
Okay, I like that.
So we're obviously all centre-backs. This is where I'm strong. Seth Patterson, first name on the team sheet. I'm not even going to ask anyone. He's going in the heart.
Where'd he go? Centre, yeah.
Centre, yeah.
Nice.
He's a commander. And then this is a tough one because Grayson Stevens has to play, but then it's between Ernest Arnold and Orlando Mason. And I've been thinking about Orlando Mason. I know I've been thinking about putting him in the last few games. There's just something about him. I think he's going to be a world beater one day.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, does it depend on what foot they've got as well? Is that an option we can look at potentially?
Yeah. So Ernest Arnold and Orlando Mason. That's who we need to look at.
I'm not sure we have footedness in yet.
I'm not sure we do.
On the list. We do only have actually 5 minutes, Sam. So.
we're going a bit slow.
Yeah,
okay,
we might need to.
Right, I'm going back.
I think Orlando gets a tryout, to be honest.
Yeah, I think we're going to put Orlando in. So let's go to goalkeeper. Jerry Hall into the centre backs. Seth Patterson, 100%. Grayson Stevens, absolute player. Orlando, that's it. He's going to be benched.
Solid.
So then let's move on to the centre mids. We don't actually have any good centre mids, so let's look at the DMs. So Martin Gibson, I think with this formation, we've got to play him. He's a Roy Keane type character, so that's going to boss the midfield very well.
Is he a green in the centre mid or an orange?
He's an orange, but I think we need it. I do think we need it. I'm wondering if we should play 2 DMs or an attacking midfielder alongside him.
Does Adrian Hall fit in as a yellow or a green?
Adrian Hall's a yellow as well. Yeah.
Okay, maybe let's go for the attacking mid then.
Let's have a look at them. I do have Riley Shelton's played well recently, but then again, I know that these guys always green. He's got to be in there alongside Gibson.
That's a shout.
Yeah,
perfect.
I like that.
So if we move on to the wingers, Samuel Mason, he's one of my best players. He grabbed a brace against High Top Albion, who were top of the league at the time. So
wow, okay.
Yeah, no debates. He's 100% in. I don't think we've got no right wingers in the club. So I know Riley Norman can play on the wing. So that's perfect. So
that's good. Yeah, that works.
Centre forward, Noel Norman. He's a star man. That cost me a lot. Hector Dudley, he's also in. And then I know there's a lot of hate towards Knowles, but are we really going to play Shane Meadows?
Nah, I mean, Knowles should score a hat trick.
Get Knowles in.
Get Knowles in. All right, Knowles in. Perfect. So then the bench, we'll just fill that up with some of the players that we've left out. And Eli's going to make the bench. Awesome.
You can see the overall rating above the team there. We've got a very strong attack. Defense is lacking a bit, mainly due to the amount of players in there. But we're also on attacking. Do we want to go that attacking with this formation, do you think?
I think we do, because it's a 5. Yeah, I think we do.
We want plenty of goals. That's what we need.
Yeah.
It will be.
It might be the wrong end of the pitch, but there'll be plenty of goals either way.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to.
I think we've got a couple of minutes. We ask chat. Do we go attacking or balance?
Yeah, we need some input from the chatter on the attacking and balance. I think.
Maybe save it for now, Sam, and we can.
I can't until
Okay.
We switch screens back to Tom, so we're gonna have to switch screens before.
Well, it's okay because everyone's gone all out attack so far.
Oh,
all
attack,
perfect. What they want.
So
predictable.
Perfect stuff.
So I'll be able to submit that once we change scenes, Tom.
Okay, perfect. What we'll do is we'll switch over to my view. We'll get a bit more of an overview of things like that. But to do that, just to make sure we don't give away too many secrets right now, I'm going to switch to a different screen just to make sure everything's hidden right now as things stand from this. If I can work out how to do this as well. So what are you guys expecting from the games you've got coming up then? Obviously, you've spoken about the teams that you're managing and watching over today, so I should say. What are you expecting from your games?
Well, I've got a chance to try and get a point away at Amber Villa. Might be a bit of an ask, but I've gone for my trusty 4-1-2-1-2. So hopefully the boys can pull through. I've got a new centre back in from Sam that I swapped for my old centre forward. So to try and shore it up at the back. So you can probably see down there, Swart Rangers conceded 15 goals. Not the best. I like to tighten that up a bit, but we'll see how that goes really.
That sounds good. What about Sam? What game are you watching today? Obviously, your team are expecting some big stuff, but you've got a team, another game, haven't you, as well, to watch?
Yeah, I've got 2-ton Rangers as well at the top of the league, so that's going to be a big game to watch. I actually can't remember who they're playing. Does anyone know who 2-ton are playing? I know it's a big game.
It's they're playing against Reganham. They're playing against Reganham. I'm going to say Reganham City, but no, just Reganham. That's who they're playing against. I think everyone can see that now on the stream as well, which is good. So awesome. Some big games coming up then. If we look at the table so far, you can see it's quite tight at the top between Amber Villa and Tewton City right now. And it's quite impressive that Tewton are right up there with a -4 goal difference. They are joint top with -4 goal difference, which is pretty impressive. We've also got a couple of teams just below them on 14 points, 13 points, 12 points. It's really, really tight, actually, down to 8th place. Like, we could see, potentially, Swart Rangers, for example, that's your team, George, going top of the table as things stand. You know, results go in their favour, potentially, which is quite exciting.
That'd be nice.
It is quite nice. So if we have a quick look at some stats as well, the current top scorer in this division is Joey Green. 8 appearances, 10 goals so far. And you can see he currently plays for High Talk Albion, which is...
club legend, Jordan. I don't know if you want to share a bit more.
Yeah, Joey Green's been a legend since he started at the beginning of the season. We play a 4-2-3-1, feed the green and he'll score. And so far he's been fantastic. He's been grabbing all the goals.
Yeah, I can see that the 48 shooting and the 46 pace must combine beautifully there to score some great goals, I must say. I like what I see with this guy. I like the look of him. I think he'll be an absolutely fantastic player this season. Hopefully he scores plenty of goals for us today. Hector Noble, also a decent player as well. 8 goals from 8 games so far. Currently playing for Ekray Wanderers.
He's a bit of a star up front, Hector is, for the boys in blue. And be interesting to see if he can score today against... Oh, the games have started, by the way, against Martington. But maybe we can go over yet. No goals so far, so we haven't missed any action, thankfully.
Okay, well, the games are underway then. This is fantastic stuff. So, Jordan, which games are you covering again? Just remind me, please. Sorry.
Yeah, so I'm covering Salem Villa, Masham Park, and also Wookett Brins versus High Talk Albion.
Brilliant.
Should be quite interesting.
Definitely. Sam, what games are you covering again? Obviously, you're covering your team, aren't you?
Yeah, so I've got Britain versus Newcastle Haxman's Rangers, and I've got Tewton City versus Reganham.
Okay, brilliant. I suppose, George, that means you've got Ekray Wanderers, right, versus Pat Martington, and Amber Villa versus Swart Rangers, your team, of course, who we're hoping to see some big results from.
Correct. Should we have a look and see if Retone switched up their tactics before the game?
Let's have a look then.
If they did.
See, they are playing a 5. I'm sure they're playing a 5-2-3. The only issue is I do appear to be playing a 3-5-2.
Ah, yes.
Did you not submit it?
I did, but I must have done it wrong. So I'm playing a 3-5-2. I'm sorry, everyone.
Did you not sign it?
3-5-2.
That one nightmare.
Well, look, they're still quite different formations, I must say. Sorry, goal in
There's
the
a
game.
Goal, yes. Salem Villa, Harry Nelson.
There's another.
And just as we speak, yeah, I mean, Adrian Nelson, sorry, for Masham Park. It's now 1-1. So 2 goals in quick succession there. It's been quite a feisty start to the game, this one. 1-1.
That is fantastic stuff there. So, some quick early goals here at Can Muse, the stadium here, looking quite nice on top of the screen as well. Some big stands there behind the goals there. But some early goals in this game is pretty exciting. I hope we're going to see plenty more as the game week goes on. What does that mean for the table then if these two teams are playing? So Swarlam are down near the bottom, actually. They're in 10th place. So they are looking for a win to get themselves...
I've got a goal.
Or as a goal at
Sam's. I'm not happy to talk about it. Retton have taken the lead. Striker Luca
Because you didn't
Grant.
change.
Yeah, striker Luca Grant from a speculative shot from outside the box. I'm blaming Jerry Hall completely. He's just... It's a P roller.
You hate to see it. It's not great, is it, at all? But your boys are down. Are you thinking about making any tactical changes at some point in this game, potentially?
Well, what I've noticed is the team isn't really much different from what we picked. The only difference is we've benched Ernest Knowles, which I think the chat will be happy about because...
Oh, the chat will love that,
They didn't want Ernest Knowles in. We've got Hector Dudley and Noel Norman strike first. The sad thing is Orlando Mason is on the bench, and I do think if we had played him, that might not have happened.
Yeah, he's got a big future ahead of him, Orlando Mason, and he's got to prove himself on the big pitch, basically, and sadly he's not been given the opportunity to do that today.
A question in the chat as well, asking why Adrian Hall is yellow for Sam's team. I can't pronounce that name. And that is because, just Sam, if you want to explain.
Yeah, so Adrian Hall, once we put him in, he's a DM. He's a proper DM. He wants to play DM. He's not very good at attacking, so that's why he's yellow in centre mid.
So the different colours correspond to how well they'll perform in positions that aren't their preferred positions. So if they're yellow, that means they're performing up to like 90% as well as they would in their preferred position. And then red is below 70%, I believe. So probably not worth them being on the pitch, to be honest. But yeah, green is what you're looking for, but orange isn't too bad.
Yeah, I've just noticed the chat actually. Someone's noticed that Retton's goalkeeper is 5 rated. So it's going to be embarrassing if I don't get a goal today.
I don't think they actually have a keeper. He's not. Or I swear they signed one, but maybe he's injured. Do you want to look into the game, Tom, and see what we've got there?
Let's see what we've got in this team then. Yeah, exactly. Let's scroll down when it loads up on my screen. The keeper then for Retton is 5 rated.
He is a keeper. He's just not a very good keeper.
He's just 5 rated.
Yeah, they do have him. He's just terrible.
Yeah, and he's got no leadership either. Only 6 leadership. So he's nowhere near a keeper that we want from our teams, obviously.
You can see why he's their bottom of the table with Everett Weasley in goal. He's gonna have to hit the transfer market and try and pick up perhaps one of Sam's keepers.
Okay, so there's another question in the chat as well. This one might be aimed more towards Jordan, but someone's asking about if players can be retrained into different positions over time with coaching. Is that something that's planned for the game at all?
Yeah, definitely. So the player ratings at the moment like we've planned it, so they develop with their experience that they play within the game, and it's dependent upon their position. So if you play that player in a different position, then in theory those attributes that correspond to that position will improve over time. And then also once we add training sessions, you'll be able to specifically train a player to play in a different position or improve that player's ability.
Fantastic. That sounds really, really good. I'm looking forward to that, especially when that comes into the game, because I love retraining a player. I like finding, a player that might have the good attributes for a certain area, but their actual position is something else. And I love retraining them and becoming the best player in the world in that sort of area. That's what I like doing. So, still nothing else going on in the other games as things stand right now.
Typical. We've chosen the quietest game week in a while for the stream.
Oh no, there's a goal, and it's come at Asham Road. Wookett Brins, Alexis Ford, and it's a bit of a local derby, this one. Wookett Brins versus High-Tock Albion. High-Tock Albion have had a fantastic start to the season. They went on a winning run of 4 games, I believe. And then in the last game, they've got caught up, lost 2, drawn 1. And it looks like that bad run of form is continuing. It's been a great start from Wookett Brins. They've pretty much dominated play. And it's Alexis Force who's nabbed that first goal, 1-0.
Yeah, I can see that. The 8 shots to 5 shots there for Wookett Brins is doing stuff for them right now, and the header going in there in the back of the net. I'm also noticing as well a lot of orange for both of these teams right now. Obviously not maybe having the players to play in those positions, or potentially just trying a few things out. Still relatively early in the season, but not a great start for the High-Tock Albion boys.
And I can confirm there's been another 2 goals in Saul and Villa. They've absolutely
Wow.
been dominating in the last few minutes, and they've got another 2 goals. First, it was Joey Weasley, and now it was Harry Nelson. Again, they've just been dominating, and it was a brilliant goal as well from Harry Nelson, top corner. 3-1 here at Cam Hughes.
Well, it's a typical thing, isn't it? 3 shots on target, 3 goals for Saul Villa. Great stuff for them as they need the win here today. And yeah, as you say, Nelson getting the goals, identified earlier on as a danger man, and he's proving that right now. Cool.
Yeah, and back to normal business for Masham Park.
Back to normal business for Masham Park, of course.
Slander.
Yes. Yeah, following on from last season, Masham Park was at 1 point after 8 games or something. They managed to come good a little bit at the end. I think they won 2 games and they started the season quite brightly. But yeah, 3-1 down here.
3-1 down. Not a great start there as we approach the half-hour mark in these games. Obviously, the goals we've told you about so far. George, your team's Swart Rangers, right? How are you boys playing this afternoon so far?
Yeah, it's not been terrible. I think we're holding on quite well. We've got kind of seen 8 shots against us, but we've only really managed to produce 3, but 1 shot on target apiece. So not doing too bad. I think we're gonna try to sit back for the first half hour and then start pushing out a bit more once we're a bit more settled. Obviously, Higham Terrace for Amber Villa is an absolute fortress to go to, so we don't want to go behind early doors. But yeah, looking to see if we can come out of our comfort zone a bit in the next 15 minutes before the half time.
Exactly. A big win for your boys today would do great stuff for the table, especially where you're looking right now. So hopefully we'll see some goals for Swart Rangers in that one. But no more goals in other games thus far, which is interesting. I'm just clicking on to the shooting game right now just to see what's going on there. And it's absolute domination right now as Reganham, 8 shots to 3.
Strange game though, Tom, because no shots on target for either team. They're just not. Neither team have got their shooting boots on today. No,
not at all. Which is quite surprising, actually, given that there are some quality strikers on the pitch there with some decent ratings, I must say. Clearly, like you say, just not finding their shooting boots today, not on form at all. All of the match events are just wide.
It just can't hit the target.
Can't hit the target. And you're not going to score by that, are you? So it's going to take a little bit of luck in that game, I think, before anything else happens. We've also not really seen much at all from the Ekray and the Pat game going on as well.
Oh, I've got a goal. I have a goal.
Well, let's look somewhere else then.
And it is the new bagsman, Noel Norman, has equalised for Newcastle Haxman's Rangers.
Ah, there we go.
Mix up at the back with Reton. The goalkeeper, he tried to pick up a loose ball, nowhere near it, and at the back post, Noel Norman tapping.
You love to see it. The Rangers getting a goal back in this game. Noel Norman with the goal. Fantastic stuff there.
Great signing from Newcastle Haxman's.
Yeah, exactly. He's repaying the faith that you've shown in there with the goal, which is fantastic. Okay. So good stuff there. We're seeing some more goals in this first half, but all the games are still pretty much in the balance. You can maybe say that Masham Park are capitulating already and they've got a big mountain to come back and climb. But there's some good results going on in the games. I think we're going for a good second half.
Oh, I've got another goal.
Oh, where is it?
I've got another goal. It's in Reton Newcastle Haxman's.
We've just seen it. We've just seen it.
We've got a Riley Norman goal.
It's a goal for the boys.
Honestly, amazing.
Like the winger.
Lionel Messi-like run, jinked past the defenders, top corner, unreal. Yeah, he's the attacking midfielder that we put right wing just before the game. So, great call.
Great call from the chat there to get him on the team, and he's got the goals rewarded. Everyone there, that's fantastic stuff. You love to see
unreal.
it.
See,
I've got another
we
goal.
are staying up in the chat. Oh my word!
Tooting City versus Reganham. The first shot on target in the game has led to a goal. They've not had their shooting boots, but he's absolutely struck it from just outside the edge of the box, and that's a massive goal in the title race.
That is a huge goal.
I don't know what is happening in the other games, but obviously Tooting were joint top, so that puts them in very good stead.
Puts them 18 points then as it stands. Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah, top of the league currently. Amber Villa being held by the mighty Swart Rangers at the moment, so we'll have to see if I can hold on to that. Of course, I've got the 2-0 nils, so no action for me, but hopefully that changes after half time. We can see some chance of we are staying up for the Newcastle Haxman Rangers fans in the chat. which is a bit
Wonderful.
preemptive, but you know, yeah,
Still early doors. Still early doors. I've also noticed as well, Ernest Jacobs, who just scored the goal for Chewton, is a red CM, so he's obviously not quite suited to being a centre mid at all. But that's not stopped him from scoring. He's got himself in the area and got the goal into the top corner, which is fantastic stuff there.
Oh, and I have got a goal. Pat Martington have got one against Ekre Wanderers, which is a big goal. Ekre currently in third, but Glenn Roberts is one of the centre backs. Has come to him from the edge of a corner, and he just struck it right into the top bin. So puts them ahead just before half time. We'll have to see if they can hold on to that. Oh, and there's two. There's another. Roberto Martin. He's another wonder goal. Really, he's come from the left wing, cut in, and just killed it right into the other corner. So 2-0 in quick succession. Can Ekre Wanderers limp to half time and see what they can do in the dressing room? Oh, and then come back! Unbelievable.
What are we seeing
Jimmy
here?
Watkins off the wing has taken it from outside the box, round two men, past the last defender, and just slots it past the keeper in goal there. Christopher Singh, who's not the best keeper for Pat Martington, but Jimmy Watkins has taken advantage there. I've just signalled from the referee 2 minutes of added time. We'll see if anything can happen here in the last couple of minutes.
So a goal in the 42nd, 43rd and 44th minute there at the Pudding Cowen, which is a fantastic stadium name, by the way. I'm a huge fan of that. Jordan, I believe it was a goal in one of your games as well.
Absolutely delighted as well as a High Talk Albion fan. Here at Asham Road, it was a corner. And there was a bit of a mix-up at the back from Wookit Brins. And who else there to pick it up but Joey Green? He's knocked into the back of the net. And it's 1-1. 4 minutes added time here.
Joey Green, the man.
Absolute player. I think that's double figures for him for goals this season.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's 11 now. How many goals? Yeah, which is pretty decent, to be fair. Another goal for him. And also, Wookit Brins just hit the crossbar in that game as well, as we're clicking on that one too. So chances at both ends of the pitch. But it's happiness for High Talk Albion just before half-time. The perfect time to score, I suppose, there. As that's the only game still going on a little bit. Oh, no, there's Masham Park also playing as well in the final few minutes of added time.
We've had a goal at Higham Terrace, sadly, for Amber Villa. The constant pressure has paid off. 11 shots, 3 on target, and they've finally got the goal there.
Just the worst time to concede, yeah. The worst
Connor
time
Roberts,
to
we were this close to half-time, but couldn't hold on. So we're going to have to go out and go a bit more attacking in the second half, I think.
Okay, so plenty of goals coming just for half-time there. It was plenty of stuff going on in between that. So as we approach the half-time whistle now, in fact, all games are now at half-time. Goals in every single game, which I think is pretty impressive. It's showing how good these teams are going forward and maybe not quite so good defensively as well. Now, Sam, I believe you said mentioning about giving some players away at some point.
Yes. So from now until the end, we'll be giving away 3 rare players. I'm just going to put it in now. All you have to do is type !Footium once I've got it on.
Brilliant.
Oh. So it should now be on.
Okay, so !Footium in the chat, and then we can get some giveaways done for some rare players, which is fantastic stuff. So that'll be good. Obviously, there'll be great players to have in the game at some point. Again, I just want to have a quick look at some of the stats as well of the players, just so we can try and maybe single out a few other players who could be key players for the rest of the games. For example, we've not looked much at Morris Woodward, who's got a fantastic name and an even more fantastic beard. Another striker there with 7 goals to his name this season, currently playing for Salem Villa. 45 shooting, 43 leadership, 41 pace. Like, he's a decent captain as well as a pacey striker to get in and behind the defence. I'm a big fan of this guy.
I think he's actually the nephew of Ed Woodward. It's a little known fact, but
wow,
comes around, footballing world.
That's absolutely crazy. What a small world it is. What a small world it is. Actually, George, thinking about it as well, have you got like a player in your Swart Rangers team who is the talisman for you? Who's your big player?
Yeah, I'd have to say it is the bagsman Connor Smith up top. He previously did have a fantastic striking partner, but sadly he was transferred to Newcastle Hexman Rangers. But Connor's he's bagging a few goals. He's got 4 goals so far. I'm looking to now he's the focal point of the attack. So trying to get some more balls into him. He's got 38 shooting, as you can see there, and the pace to get on the end of them. So it's just about kind of providing the supply for him. Midfield's not the strongest, more in the attack and defence. So looking to strengthen up the midfield over the Christmas transfer window. But I think we've got a good chance and hoping to sneak into the playoff races by the end of the season.
Hopefully so. He looks like a very solid player, definitely. We like the look of him quite a bit. So, as I get back onto the home screen, half-time is coming to its conclusion very, very soon. A couple of minutes. You can see the clock in the top of the screen there. You can see that's the in-game time. So games will be kicking off in a moment's time or so. So when the game launches, obviously, we've got 8 different divisions. And obviously, there's different cup competition as well. We've been focusing on the leagues right now. But do you want to have a quick just chat about the cups as well that are available to the Footium managers at all?
Yeah, so there's actually a number of cups, and each team will have entry into 2 cups in total. So there's the first one, which is the FFA Cup, which every single team in Footium will be entered into automatically during the season. And this is similar to the FA Cup in kind of physical football, where each team is in it. Probably added a high degree of variance, so there's the chance for those cup upsets as well. And yeah, that's one of the cups. And then there's 3 other cups as well. Dependent on the leagues you're in. So the first one is similar to the FA Trophy. It's just for Division 8, and it will be a kind of a battle between all the Division 8 teams to try and come out as the victor in that cup. And then there's another cup, which is Division 7 to Division 4. I can't remember the name, Sam, you might be able to help me there. Which is a similar idea. Those teams will be playing against each other there. And the final one is in Divisions 3 to Division 1, I believe. So it's a bit of the most competitive cup, but obviously the biggest prizes for that. And if anyone in the audience is looking to sponsor any of these cups, feel free to reach out on Discord. We are looking for some cup sponsors.
Oh, yeah, fantastic.
So the one you mentioned, we're actually looking for a sponsor, and that's going to be named after the sponsor, that one.
Okay,
fantastic.
That sounds pretty decent to me. If you want to get your name in the game and sponsoring a cup, that is an offer you can't refuse, really. So get in the Discord and see what's up with that one. Anyway, the second half is on the way. I think we've got a goal already, George.
We're off.
Yeah, we've got a goal in the Pat Martinson game. So they've come out from half-time, taken that 2-1 lead and improved that straight away. It's Liam Russell who's bagged a goal for them there from central midfield. Just some pretty lovely tiki-taka play up the pitch, and then he just slots it home past the keeper. So Pat Martinson really causing an upset here at Echo Wanderers.
Yeah, the Pudding Cowan fans are not particularly happy there as they're behind the goal. The Ultras, they are, well, less than pleased what they're seeing from a team out there as they're being embarrassed either side of half-time there. They did get their goal in the 44th minute, but Pat Martinson loves scoring goals between the 40th and 50th minutes, apparently. That seems to be their specialty at the moment.
And we've got another, just as he clicked off, Tom.
Yep.
Another goal for Echo Wanderers to bag one back straight away. Exactly what the manager was looking for. Straight answer. Hector Noble, I think he's one of the top scorers in the league, has taken it from outside the box and slotted it in. And yeah, interesting to see how this game develops. Seems to be pretty open at the moment.
Brilliant. That's exactly the sort of reaction you want from your players.
Oh my word, there's another. Martin Holmes, it's 3-3. It's 3-3.
The goals are coming in quick succession here. I can't believe it. Look at the timestamps for all these goals.
Unbelievable from the strike force here. If you just scroll down a bit, Tom, on the left-hand side, you'll see the 2 centre forwards and the left winger for Echo Wanderers. Echo Wanderers is one of the top scorers in the league, and you can see why. Martin Holmes and Hector Noble, 27 and 24 rated up there. Very, very prolific strike force, and it's good to see one from Jimmy Watkins as well. So be interesting to see if either team can get a fourth. Definitely be watching this one closely.
Oh, definitely watching this one closely. That's a never say die attitude from Echo, isn't it? They just love the game. I've also noticed as well, actually, the Pats goalkeeper, Christopher Singh, is not actually a keeper. He's a DM. Obviously, the keepers must be injured. He's the best person to go in goal instead. So he's doing his best today to try and keep his team in the game. Obviously, conceding 3 is not so good, but the strike force at least are doing their bit as well to get something out of it. So we'll keep tabs on that game especially, because that is a very exciting one going on right now. Any action in the other games so far in the second half?
There's a goal here at Asham Road. It has not gone the way of High Tock Albion. It's gone to Wookett Brins, and the home fans are delighted. It's Alexis Ford again. They love him, and he scores the goals, and he's done it here. It was a long ball, and he picked it up, and the defence was all over the place. It's 2-1, disappointing.
All right, it's a disappointing day for the High Tock Albion fans, but there's still plenty of time to get back in this game. They are on the back foot in terms of the match stats right now, but there's still plenty of time to get some more shots on target and some more goals. And of course, they have that man, Joey Green, up front, who can never be discounted. He's always there to score some goals, definitely. Sam, anything going on in your games at the moment?
No, nothing going on at all. Quiet second half so far. I'm Yeah, nothing really. I think it's looking like Tooting might grab another. They're having a couple of chances, but yeah, not much going on really. But what I can say is Kirk 5-5 has just been drawn as the winner of a rare player. So I've put that in the chat now.
Fantastic.
So
Congratulations, Kirk.
The first one, we'll give away 2 more before the end of the game.
Brilliant. If you want to set those up whenever you want to get them going, that'll be absolutely fantastic as well.
Yeah,
we can get some more exclamation mark Footiums in the chat and give away some more players as well. So, still looking through this. Nothing happening in the games right now.
Get in. Ted Dudley, 1-1, Amber Villa. For Swart Rangers there. Ted, he's one of our fantastic strikers up there. He's come in as a replacement. He's been kind of training hard whilst there was the old bloke up top. I forget his name now. Sent him to Sam, and Ted Dudley's stepped straight into
Noel
the squad.
Norman's name.
Yeah, he's gone from my memory now. It doesn't exist. But yeah, Ted Dudley has come through, and it's just an oofball really. I've told the boys, like, don't be afraid to get direct, and we put it in the box. Ted Dudley just nods it past the keeper. 1-1.
I also have a goal, and it's going completely against what I just said, as happened in the last Footium Football Special. Ragenham have equalised against the run of play. Left-footed shot, close range, corner whipped in. It was knocking around. Yeah, there you go. Left winger Raymond Graham.
There we go. I think there's also been a goal in the Ekri game as well.
Yes, there has been. Yeah, what a comeback from 3-1 down now to 4-3. Alexis Warren, the left back there. He's tapped it home. He's just pretty much come up. He's ran all the way down the left wing whilst the player was on the right hand side. Lovely build up play, and they've just found him lurking at the other side of the box. He's slotted it in. So yeah, big game here. I think it's goalless for the first 20 minutes, and then all the goals goalless for the first 40 minutes. And then all started flowing in. So yeah, definitely some tactical changes there from the managers to tell the lads to go out and get some goals. So interesting to see if anyone can shore it up at the back for the last half hour.
Definitely. Yeah. I like that as well. 7 goals in that game as 7 different goal scorers too. I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah, you've got to say that the DM in goal did well for that 40 minutes.
Yeah, excellent stuff. He really held as much as he could do, and then the floodgates have since opened in that game, which is great for Ekre because they need the points to try and keep up that title battle. Amber Villa dropping points, so actually Ekre would go ahead of them as things stand. Tooting also drawing, so actually Ekre will go top of the table if they manage to pull off the win here today, and the results stay as they are in other games. I believe there's another goal at the Saul Villa game too.
There is. Canmuse is rocking 4-1, and this time it's Philip Daniel, the right winger. But it came from a corner, and Masham Park all over the place now. They're looking round at each other, and he just picked it up. He headed it in the net, and it's 4-1 to Saul Villa.
Wow, it's really interesting way that's panned out, to be fair, because you can see as well they're pretty evenly matched teams looking at the ratings as they stand right now. The midfield actually of Masham is better. And defensive the same. So on paper, actually, Masham potentially the better team, but I guess tactics have aligned for Saul Villa, and they are running riot here today.
Yeah,
as they are on
got a question in chat around the ratings on some of the players and which division this is. So we've just put these teams into Division 1 for the purpose of testing, so we can play against real teams. But they have all these players have come from the academy, so they aren't the best at the moment. They're all youngsters. But when the real game starts, we'll start with a squad of 20 players of different ages and different ratings depending on where your division is. So they won't all be 20 rateds, don't worry. But I have got 2 goals in the Swart Rangers game.
I've just seen
it's free. And it's free.
Oh,
the floodgates
I love
opened.
the passion in your voice about it as well.
First one was Marlon Miller. Another long ball. We love the long ball. It's 3 long balls. We're just absolutely pumping them forward.
They're listening to your tactics.
Yeah, this is the best tactic. It's the long ball meta, to be honest. And you've got Shane Tucker, who's just sweeping them in after the long balls drop down to him at the far post. And also the first one was Marlon Miller. So a lot coming down the left wing there, the left back and 2 from the left winger there. So I don't know what's going on with you can see there, look at right back, Jorge Wheeler, 11 rated, not in position. It's really playing on the weakness there.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And also the 4-1-2-1-2, the diamond is obviously working very well for your Swart Rangers as well. Is that something you're working on the training ground for then?
Yeah, definitely. We started off with a 4-2-2, but also 4-4-2, but quickly realised that kind of Johnny Guzman needs the freedom that is affronted by the attacking midfield role. And then Samuel Fletcher's a natural defensive mid, so it made sense just to put them there. Oh my word, it is 5-4.
I've just seen that.
Ekre Wanderers game.
I can't believe it. Jordan.
Let me get over there.
Or
I think
George,
this is me
sorry.
as well. Yeah. Started off with no goals, and now I've got all the goals.
There's too much to keep up with right now. Wow. So what's gone here? Joey Burns and Troy Harris both scoring goals in quick succession for Pat Martington. Wow.
Yeah, it's the strike force again coming out. Troy Harris is a prolific striker, 29 rated. I think it's one of the highest rated in the league. So exciting to see him bag. And then another one comes in from just before that from Joey Burns, who's on the left wing. Yeah, I missed the goals because I was watching my own game, reporting on that. So it's very, very, very hard to keep up with these games at the moment. So see what happens in the last 10.
Yeah, it's all the goals for you at the moment. And again, 9 goals in this game, 9 individual goal scorers, which is absolutely fantastic. Can we get to 11? I'd love that at some point, to see 11 different goal scorers there. So some really high-scoring games all of a sudden in this game as we enter the last 10 minutes of all of these ones. Sam, we've already heard from you for a little while. What's going on in your games?
Well, in my game, Newcastle Hacksman Rangers, they look like they're going to get another, but they can't seem to get past the 5-rated Everett Weasley at the moment. So hopefully keep knocking on the door and get another. And Tooting City and Ragnham, it's kind of followed what it was like at the start. They've only had 4 shots on target and 2 shots on target out of a possible 13. So they're still not really finding their shooting boots, but it's one apiece.
The strikers aren't really doing their jobs in that game in particular.
I'll also draw another competition winner, and this is King Ear 90, who actually has a Footium club as his profile picture.
Fantastic.
So that is great. We'll announce that as except then we'll do one more at full time.
Brilliant.
We've
that
got
sounds good to me.
Few questions in the chat as well. Just the one rare player giveaway now. I believe there's been 2 so far, and there's one more. Is that right, Sam?
One more at the end at 90 minutes. Yeah.
Perfect. And we also have will we be able to see visualization in the game in the future? So that is on the roadmap. So we plan to have initially the kind of 2D simulation with the little sort of counters running around and showing how the plays have developed. And then another question, which is speak French. So does anyone want to give that a try?
Well, if I remember my French lessons at school, there's Est-ce que je peux enlever la veste, which is can I take a blazer off, please? That's all I remember from my French lessons. So,
that is fantastic. Let's give that very relevant in this situation as well.
Madame Keegan taught as well. That's what I'm saying.
She did. And we have a goal back for Amber Villa now. So it's 2-4. 4-2 to Swart. Aaron Stewart, who's new into the squad, actually. He's on the right wing, not his natural position, but he's he just come through the youth academy, is my understanding. So a bit unheard of, but he's clearly trying to make a name for himself here. And we'll see if there's any chance of a comeback for Amber Villa in the final 5 minutes plus extra time.
Yeah, they're certainly pushing. They've had a few more shots than Swart Rangers now, but they just can't get the quality of shots on target. That's what they're lacking right now in the final 5 minutes of that game. So many high-scoring games this game week. I'm struggling to remember who scored and who hasn't scored as I look over all the score sheets. And so, yeah, it's looking very, very good right now for... who's actually going to go top of the table as things stand right now? Because it was Ekre, but now they're losing, aren't they? Masham Park are losing as well. Wookit Brins are currently winning, and they'll go to 16 points. They'll still be joint top with Chewton, who are going to go to 16 points as well as things stand. So it's a great leap for them, to be fair. They're having a great time right now. So, yeah.
Oh, we've got 5-5 in the Pat Martington game. I think we could tell from the start, with a non-keeper in goal for Pat Martington, there's always going to be quite a lot of goals in this one. They've gone all out attack. You can see on the ratings there, it's 20 attack and 9 defence. So not a surprise they've conceded 5 with that lineup, but that goal there has come from Martin Holmes, who is the centre forward again.
Sadly, a second goal of the game, so it's not 10 individual scorers for 10 goals there, but we can accept 9. We can accept 9.
We're just in the last minute of extra time here, and that is the game, I believe. Yeah.
Wow.
Just about to end. Ooh,
big result there in that particular game, as all the others are starting to come to their conclusions now. It's full time with Ekre and Pat Martinson. That's 5-5.
Claude Saunders.
Oh my God! I've got to go.
93rd minute goal. High Talk Albion. They have been pushing, but it just didn't look like they would have enough in the tank to try and get that last goal. But it's Claude Saunders who's popped up, and he went past the last defender, put it in the corner, and those away fans are absolutely delighted. This local derby ends 2-2.
Oh, that's a fantastic way to end for the High Stock Albion fans. There's nothing better than being an away fan, going to your rivals in a derby and getting a last-minute goal to level things up or something like that. That's absolutely fantastic. And it stopped Wookett Brins going joint top of the table as things stand as well. And
Tom,
there we go.
I've had a goal in the 95th minute. In the Chewton-Reginham game, Raymond Graham grabbed his brace. It was absolute tiki-taka play. Sliced Chewton City open. 95th minute, last kick of the game. There you go.
Wow. That's absolutely huge.
Could not believe it when I saw that one come through. I was just about to say I've only had one goal in my game in the second half in my games, but
wow.
There you go, Raymond Graham, 95th, and that's massive for the top of the league as well.
Well, I was going to say there's nothing better than a last-minute equaliser, but a last-minute winner is even better, particularly when it's against a team like Chewton, who were top of the table as things stood in that previous game. So we'll run through those final results for you. So Chewton City 1, Reginham 2, Salem Villa 4, Masham Park 3, Ekro Wanderers and Pat Martins in the 5-5 thriller in that one. Retone 1, and then I can't pronounce your team's name, I'm sorry, Sam, but Rangers 2, we'll say that. Wookett Brins 2, High Stock Albion 2, and Amber Villa 2. George, very happy with this one. Swart Rangers 4, which is really exciting there.
Yeah, and
change the table up a little bit too.
I think the table does sometimes take a few seconds to upload just because of the newly added extra time feature. So I want to ensure that all the games have settled. But hopefully that'll update shortly. But I believe I'm going to be up there on 15 points, which is lovely to see. Not quite near the top. But yeah, and we had a question in the chat around legendary players. So just to explain a bit more about legendary players, the idea is that at the start of each season, apart from the first season where there'll be 50 players at the start, we'll release 20 legendary players each season after that. And they'll be released for an auction, so you can bid on these players to try and win them. And generally they are players with exceptional potential talent and also a decent starting talent. So they're not going to start off as being insanely talented, but they will have the potential to get to being the best players in the game if you treat them right, and play them when they can be played and they're not injured, and make sure they're playing competitively against good opponents, because all of those factors come into how well and how fast your player improves. So you've got the chance of getting an Mbappe and training them up to hopefully becoming a kind of one of the best players in the game.
That would be absolutely amazing. Yeah, if you get a legendary player, you are absolutely set with that guy to become, I don't know, I guess the bastion of the club, I suppose. The guy's going to bring it forward and, maybe even lead promotions. Sam, you're pretty happy with your team's 2-1 win, particularly with the chat helping us out there with the team selection. Potentially looking at some assistant managers in the chat then.
Yeah, definitely. I'm buzzing with that one. Obviously, it's a massive win for me. I think Pat Martin ended up drawing, didn't they? So I'm 1 point behind them now, so it's not too bad. But yeah, getting away from Reton, I think they're favourites for relegation. Hopefully, I can just get out of that bottom three.
Yeah, that would be a great way to finish off towards the end of the season, obviously, as there's more games still to play.
I'll just draw this last rare player now. So we've got So Legendary 1, who I've seen in the Discord before. So we'll put that in. So yeah,
congratulations.
If everyone that's won just gives me a DM on Discord or Twitter, whatever, we'll get it sorted.
Brilliant. That'll be absolutely fantastic. So thank you very much, everyone, for entering those competitions, and 3 rare players given out to be won. We're going to help your teams when the game is officially launched in Q2, I believe. Is that Jordan? Q2?
2, yes.
Cool. That'll be good to see. Anything else to add then, chaps?
No, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, we're going to continue expanding the beta once we fix to kind of find a few bugs and things to add on the game engine side as well as kind of trying to mix up the front end and make it look a bit more user friendly, because currently that is something that definitely needs improving. So once that's sorted, we'll expand to the phase 2 beta testers, get their feedback, get their suggested changes, implement those changes, and then expand pretty much gradually to everyone that has a Footium club. So you'll all be able to get a chance. Be sure to fill in the beta form that's in the Discord as well. But hopefully that will be within the next kind of coming weeks and months.
Brilliant. That sounds absolutely fantastic. So if that's everything, I think it's time for us to sign off. So thank you ever so much, everyone who's come along to watch this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it and got a bit more of a taste as to the more new developments to the game, how it's working at the moment, and hopefully you're more excited excited to play it as the beta starts to roll out and the full game gets launched in towards Q2. So I'll say goodbye from me. I'll let the other chaps say goodbye to them. Jordan, thank you very much for coming on today. It was great to have you and to have your time with us here today.
Thank you very much. Delighted to be on.
Good. Sam, always lovely to talk to you. And as one of the bigger names and faces in the community, I'm sure everyone was also keen to have see you in action today with your team.
Yeah. Thanks for coming. Thanks for hosting again, Tom. But yeah, big thanks to everyone helping me pick my team and get away from Reton at the bottom of the table. Cheers,
exactly.
Guys.
That's what we wanted to see, getting away from Reton at the bottom of the table. And of course, the newest signing, George, who is now a full-time part of the Footium team, which is fantastic to hear. He's a great guy and been in crypto a long time, so knows his stuff. So, George, thank you very much for being here today as well.
Thank you very much. I try. I wouldn't call myself an expert or anything, but yeah, excited to kind of keep building Footium and get it out to fans so we can all play against each other.
Exactly. Right. Well, thank you very much, everyone. We will see you soon. Take care. Goodbye.
Cheers, guys.